Zoe Jones, one of the people shot in that quadruple shooting, did pass away earlier today from injuries sustained in that shooting. And to get you up to speed and recap here, authorities say that Zoe's dad, 32-year-old Daquan Jones, shot Zoe and her mother, Kira Massenberg, as well as two other people, Micaiah Page and Devontae Ricks, before taking his own life. 6-year-old Zoe had been hospitalized since Sunday morning in critical condition following that shooting, but tragically that spokesperson again saying she passed away earlier this evening. Eyewitness News reached Devontae Ricks' father earlier today, who said his son was still hospitalized after being shot in his chest, fighting for his life, as well as the Massenberg family, who said this situation was all still too raw for them to comment. And obviously the circumstances surrounding this shooting are still very much under investigation. The Wilson County Sheriff's Office leading that investigation. We are still pressing law information for our effort on where things stand, as well as reaching out to those families that have been impacted here. And meantime, we are starting to see the impact of this roll out into the community on social media. We're seeing tributes, we're seeing events from prayer services to fundraisers that we'll be following here in the coming days as support really begins to rally around these families that have been impacted by this horrible act here. But obviously just a really terrible update, one we weren't hoping to share with you tonight at 11, but that we've learned here earlier today. Steve?
Tonight at 10 o'clock, a devastating update to a murder-suicide in Wilson County. Just after 7 o'clock this evening, this precious 6-year-old girl you see here, Zoe Jones, passed away. Her mother, Kiara Massenberg, who you also see, died yesterday. They were both victims of a quadruple shooting in a tragic case of domestic violence. Investigators say the suspect had a history of violence toward women and had gotten out of jail only a day before the shooting. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lena Tillett.
And I'm Gerald Owens. Documents obtained by WREL show Daquan Jones had threatened Massenberg with violence in the past. This tragic case sheds light on how dangerous domestic violence can be. WREL's Julian Grace talked with people who help victims of domestic violence and their families, and he joins us live from Raleigh. Julian, there are efforts underway to protect victims, especially children.
There are, Gerald. Some are pushing for state lawmakers to do more to protect victims of domestic violence, especially children.
You're not giving up this fight, are you?
No. The hope is to have a bill passed by 2025.
Christy Melvin shared her story, and it starts with her baby boy, Jesse Ray Adams. Back in 2012, she left her abuser for good, but the two shared joint custody of Jesse. And later that year, her estranged husband did the unthinkable. He shot and killed their 3-year-old and then himself.
I've seen the worst possible scenario. And I don't want other people to feel the way I feel.
But just a couple of days ago, it happened again, this time in Rocky Mount. Nash County Sheriff says in a murder-suicide, 32-year-old Daquan Jones shot and killed his child's mother, 27-year-old Kira Massenberg, and his daughter, 6-year-old Zoe Jones, before killing himself. Court documents show Jones was arrested for threatening Massenberg before. Investigators confirming to WREL that the couple had been involved in numerous domestic disputes. Jones was even charged with felony assault against Massenberg. And then late this evening, family members confirmed that Zoe had died.
Yeah, she's not my child, but she is. They're all my children. This should not be happening.
But investigators stress if you must leave, you must leave.
It sounds like it's very easy just to pack up and leave. But there are a lot of barriers that exist in relationships that keep people from just packing up and walking away.
Melvin is now keeping Jesse's memory alive. She's pushing Jesse's Law, which would ensure children are never in the presence or custody of an abuser.
Jesse's Law is to ensure that what has happened right now doesn't happen again and again and again.
Now, Melvin tells me she is going to push for Jesse's Law to pass in 2025. If it doesn't, she says she'll try again in 2026, 2027. The years go on. She just wants to showcase that she is not giving up this fight. For now, reporting